as a filmmaker, obviously part of your job that no one ever acknowledges is its adaptation. Right? You're adapting to the environment. You're adapting to whatever you need for the script and whatnot. And as screenwriters, I mean, that's something that we should be considering is looking at our scripts and adapting it into what the environment needs for the contained thriller. So if we have to cut it down from 7 people to 5, we have to cut it down from 7 people to 2. I mean, do what you do, but adapt. Don't be that writer that gets stuck or even has to like defend the script. I mean, at that point, you've already lost.
It's about points on the board, right? So, we all know how many screenplays that haven't been made, and I have a lot of starting points, and I have scripts that in my opinion were wonderful, but they became, they were Frankenstein. I mean, in a lot of ways, because that's the nature of the business. When I watch a movie on the screen, it's a combination of 100 bad decisions and like 1,000 quick minute decisions that all came to place at the right time to get this thing done. Well, and anybody who says otherwise is crazy. They haven't made a movie.
Yeah, it is a bunch of like little fixes and being able to work on your feet. I mean, that's what a good filmmaker is. And with screenwriting, you've got to be able to work with the filmmaker. You can't just fight them, right? Everybody wants to work with somebody that they like. So when you get those notes, say somebody pitches you and you like the script and you give them feedback, they got to be able to take the feedback. They got to be able to make the changes.
Well, it's not always about, it's because this was a bad idea. No. It's not about that. It's never about that. Typically, it's never about that. You wouldn't be at a stage where you're even talking to the filmmaker if it, quote unquote, was a bad idea. Or if the execution was bad. So when you're at a stage where you're, him-hawing over a scene, it's not because it's a bad idea or concept or any of that thing. It's really about, for most of the time, it's about the economy of the film. Again, we're talking about a scene that takes place, underneath the flight path of an airport. You're sitting there going, well, can it take place somewhere else because there's airplanes landing on our head? Or does it have to take place in the middle of the desert, in the middle, of the summer?
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to get that. It's going to add, just that alone is going to add thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars to the production budget. And somebody's got to pay for that. So when you're at that point, remember that it's not, it's a cliche. It's not personal, it's show business. But the reality is it's numbers. It's math. It's math. If you want to get mad at anything, get mad at math.
I love it. Depersonalize it, basically. Divorce yourself of that and understand that if you're working with a director who's remotely interested in your script, you're already winning, basically. And it's funny that you had mentioned Frankensteining films together, because if I have, my ton of scripts that haven't made it to the point where I want them to at least get optioned. I have them optioned work, produce work, but stuff that hasn't made it. But if I go into something new, I might cannibalize a script. I might go into an old script, find some scenes I like, find some beats I like, pull them out, throw them into a new one, and start something fresh. You can even do that if you have writer's block. Go into your old stuff, cannibalize it. It's just sitting there on your hard drive.